Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I thought that I would do a quick video to show you guys exactly what I am going to be packing for Harper and Stassi for our Walt Disney World trip. So if you are not aware, or if you haven't heard in my previous videos, we will be going to Walt Disney World very soon, and we are taking Harper and Stassi, and the reason why we can do this is because we have an RV and they are able to go in the RV because we stay in Fort Wilderness, which is the campground at Walt Disney World. So I am packing today, and I thought I would take you guys along to show you some of the items, or most of the items, that I will be packing for this trip. So the first thing that I have here is a nice big backpack. This is a Vera Bradley Campus backpack. It is a Disney one. It is the Midnight Mickey, and you can see the little Mickey and Minnie right here. And I love this bag. I have quite a few pieces in this Midnight Mickey print. I have a duffel bag, and I have a hipster. I have the smaller backpack, and I have this larger backpack. All of my Vera Bradley bags come in handy. I use them daily for things as well as on trips. So the first thing that I will be packing in this bag is their dog food. So I am taking along the Nature's Variety Instinct Raw freeze-dried meals, and they eat the lamb. This is actually what Stassi has been eating for a few weeks now exclusively. She was giving me problems with eating the raw frozen. This is raw, but it's freeze-dried. It's the same exact product as the frozen, except it is just freeze-dried. So it's still raw, but she was giving me problems eating the frozen. She wouldn't always eat all of her meal, and so I would have to pick it up in the refrigerator, and it just, and then put it out back out later, and it was becoming a hassle for me. So I started feeding her this freeze-dried raw, and it's a lot easier because she has gotten picky lately. So when she doesn't want to eat, I just put the bowl in a Tupperware container and save it until the next time when I think she might be hungry. So this works out better. I'm not wasting any food because this is quite expensive, so we don't want to waste it. So for the trip, I am going to feed Harper this as well. She eats the frozen with no problems, as well as Chi-Chi and Paris. But on the trip, to save time, I am going to just do the freeze-dried for both of them. I do have a pet sitter that stays at my house, so she will be staying here with Chi-Chi and Paris and all of the kitty cats. So I am taking along 4 bags of this. So, and then 1 bag is still in the bag. So we are going to pack this. I thought the other bag was in the bag, but nope, this is it here. Okay, so we have 4 of these bags, which is their food, down into the bag, into the backpack. The next thing that I am going to be packing is their little Disney dresses. So this is Harper's Minnie Mouse dress. So we're going to pack that one, and then Stassi's little Snow White dress. Okay, and then the next thing that is going to go into this backpack is their leashes. So this one is Harper's, and it matches her little Minnie Mouse dress with the little Minnie Mouse emblem on it. Isn't that pretty? This one is from Angel's Bows, and of course my leashes and harnesses are from the Well Lived Pet, and I did do a video on that, so you can find that in the video. And then this is Stassi's. We will take off the Christmas bow because we will not be there at Christmas. So we're going to take off that bow. And I don't have another like Snow White bow, so that's okay. She'll just go bowless. She'll have the bow in her hair. So this is kind of twisted. Let me untwist it. Okay. All right, so both of the leashes are going to go into the bag. I mean, both of the harnesses are going to go into the bag, and then both of the leashes. So we have their red leashes to match their red harnesses. The next thing that I'm going to pack is their potty pads. So I use the reusable washable potty pads from the newpuppypad.com, and I'm going to just put these directly into the RV. I'm not going to put these in a bag. I'm just going to go and put them in the drawer where I keep them. So I'm bringing 6 of the smaller ones and 2 of the bigger size that I get, and I do have a washer and dryer inside of the RV, so this should be enough for the week. Because I will be washing and drying in between times. So we have the potty pads. The next thing that I'm going to pack in their bag is all of their medical records. Now, I will be doing a video on exactly what I keep in their binders for their medical records, and I'm not going to go through this extensively, but this just has all of their shot records and, you know, Stassi and Harper's microchip information. And I just pulled this out of their binder. I'm actually getting ready to redo their binder. And I am going to show you, when I redo the binder, I'm going to show you exactly how I organize it and what I keep in it. But I always like to bring this stuff with us when we travel. And the reason why I'm not bringing the whole binder is because, like I said, I do have a pet sitter that does stay here with my other pets. So if she would have to bring any of them to the veterinarian, she will need to know, you know, where that binder is and be able to just bring the binder with her. So that's why it's really important that if you're traveling with your pets, that you take along their medical records, because God forbid, you never know what could happen. And, you know, we are traveling in an RV, and if something happens to the RV, I always like to plan ahead and plan for the worst and hope for the best. But if something would happen to the RV and we would need to, say, stay in a hotel, well, the dogs are not going to be able to stay in a hotel. I would have to get them boarded somewhere. So I will have their information with me in case that would happen. So we are hoping that that does not happen. That's never happened before, but you just never know. So it's very important, if you're traveling with your dogs, that you bring along all of their medical information and their microchip information as well, so that you have everything in your at your disposal. And this will go tucked into this bag as well. I like to keep all of their stuff in one place as much as possible so that we can, you know, keep everything kind of organized. The next thing that I pack up is all of their supplements. So I did a video on their supplements before, so you can look up that video in the playlist. But this is what I do to take their supplements. Again, I have another Vera Bradley Grand cosmetic bag, and these are the items that I will be taking along. So this is everything that they're on daily. And since that video, we went to see the holistic veterinarian, and she wanted to add vitamin D. So they get 1 drop of this vitamin D because they don't really go outside much. So she was concerned, you know, because we are not outside very much. And so she wanted to make sure that they're getting the proper amount of vitamin D. So now we added this. It's just 1 drop to their food. And then the only other thing that we added was this Spiragreen. It's spirulina. And she wanted to add this to their regimen. So I also give them 1 of these every day, along with their New Vet Plus, a little bit of coconut oil, and their probiotics. So that is what Stassi gets and Harper gets, and then Harper, because of her little heart condition, she gets ubiquinol added to her regimen and also the cardiac canine support. So she gets that added to her regimen. And then I bring along these little pill pockets because that is how I give them the Spiragreen. So they don't really like the taste of it. So I just pinch off a little piece of the pill pocket and give them their spirulina in that the pill pocket. So all of this will go into this bag. And then I don't unpack this when I get in the RV. I just kind of work out of these bags. Even though I have lots of storage space, I just find that it's just easier kind of to work out of the bags because they're so convenient as it is. Okay, so that is their supplements. The next thing that I'm going to put in the bag is this Tupperware container, or it's a Ziploc container actually. This is the little container that I use when she doesn't eat all of her food. Her little stainless steel bowl fits really good in this size container. So I'm going to stick this in the bag just in case, I need to do that on the trip. The next thing that I am packing up is her grooming bag. Now this bag and everything that you see here is what I keep in the bag when I take her every day to the studio. So this bag comes with me with all of these things except for this box and a couple of these extra sleeves of the cotton rounds, but everything else goes in the bag. But I just pulled everything out of the bag so that I could show you exactly what goes in the bag. This bag will be coming with us, and let's see what we have here. So this is the Vera Bradley Grand Cosmetic bag, and I'm very sad to say that they no longer make this style bag, and I love this bag. In fact, I went on to buy a couple of extras just the other day for the trip, and I realized that they no longer make this style, so I went on to eBay and bought a few of them there, and they were actually much cheaper. So, and they had quite a few available. So if you like this style, grab them on eBay while you can, because they are not making this style anymore, and I love it. It's a great bag to use as a little grooming bag. I use this also for some of my cosmetics, like my skincare. It's lined in a plastic. It has the little pockets in the inside, and it's a great size. All right, so let's see what I keep in the bag. The first thing is the Show Premium Clarity No Rinse Stain Remover that I use to wash her face. A bottle of the Beautifur cologne. The Show Premium Picture Perfect, which I use on her top knot to keep those little stray hairs in the top knot. A travel size of the Moisture Unleashed shampoo and conditioner. I will be bathing them before we leave, but God forbid if they, have an accident or need to be bathed, I want to have my shampoo with me, and these little travel size containers are really nice and handy. So shampoo and conditioner. And I am going to bring along, I'm actually going to go put these in the RV and just keep them in the RV, but these are some extra bottles for dilution because the Show Premium shampoo and conditioner needs to be diluted. So I am going to just stick this in this bag, and I'm going to go put this, actually it's not going to fit in the bag. I'm going to put this right here because I will put that in the RV and just keep it in there. Okay, the next thing, let's get back to our grooming bag, is the Show Premium Coat Therapy Leave-In Conditioner. I use this every day as well. Most of all these products I do use every single day. I am bringing along a bottle of the Butler Shine, Henry Shine. I am alternating this and this NutriVet Eye Rinse. So I am bringing both bottles of these because I do use both of them. I am bringing a couple of sleeves of the Whispers Cotton Rounds, which I use to wash her face. So we're going to put both of those in there. I normally just keep a small amount, which this is kind of the last bit of this bag, so I'll just stick this in there. And then I am bringing a small bottle of the Daily Coat Conditioner because when I brush her, I want to brush her hair a little bit damp, and so this is a good product to use for that. And I'm going to stick this kind of in the little pockets. And I probably should put some of this in the pockets as well. Might as well use the little pockets instead of just throwing everything in there. It's hard to do this with one hand. Okay. There we go. And let's see. Let's turn it around. And we'll put the cologne in this pocket. And then how about our, oh, this is not going to fit. That might fit there. Put our daily conditioner there. So now everything is in the pocket except our Clarity No Rinse stain remover. And I am just looking to see, I'm going to have to go see if I can find a little top to this because I don't want it to spray out everywhere. So then our 2 bags of cotton rounds are going to go in there. And then the Chris Christensen brush that I keep in this bag all the time. This is a 27mm brush. The regular big butter comb. That stays in there all the time. And then I have this small little pouch. And this is what I keep all of these little small items. Oh, I have one more item I didn't put in there. This is the Not Anymore detangler. So if we come across any mats, I like to have this to kind of work through the mat. So we're going to put that in there. That stays in the bag all the time too. Okay, now back to this little bag. So this little pouch is what I keep inside of the bag all of the time. This came with this Paw Marks drying powder along with this little brush. I had gotten the little kit. So it comes with the powder, the brush, and this little bag here, and I just keep this little bag because when I want to spruce up her face like during the day, I don't have to rummage through the bag. I just pull out this little bag and it has everything that I need. So in this bag we're going to put her drying powder, the big brush, the small brush, and I love this brush to apply this. This is a Bare Essentials contour brush, maximum concealer brush actually. Yes, and I love this little brush. It works out really good to put the drying powder on. Her little face comb, which I use all the time, all day long. A pair of band scissors with the little hook on the end. This little, what do you call this? This is a disposable mascara wand, but I use it to apply the Picture Perfect. I just kind of brush it over her top knot before I put the band in, so this works out really good, so I keep that in there. And then 2 bags of her rubber bands, so 5/16 and 1/4. So all of this will then get packed into this little pouch. Whoops. And see, that fits really nicely all in there, and then this pouch will go inside of this bag. And then the last thing that's going to go into the grooming bag is bows, of course. And then these are the bows that we are bringing on this trip. I'm not bringing a whole lot of bows because we won't, you know, we're not going to be in the RV a whole lot, and they will be in the RV. So, you know, she doesn't really need a whole lot of bows all the time, but But of course, she is going to have her Disney bows, so we don't need a ton, but these are what we need. So we have her Minnie Mouse and her Snow White and her other little Minnie Mouse bows and this cute little mini bow. So these are the bows that we are bringing along for this trip. And this will go in this bag. All right, so I'm gonna fix that so that it all fits and I can close it. I promise you it'll close. I just shoved it in there. All right, so basically this is what they are going to be traveling with. I did put the potty pads into the RV. I do have inside the RV that stays in the RV are the water bottle stands, the water bottles, their food bowls. I will be bringing Stassi's snoozer car seat, so she will be in her car seat. Harper will be seat belted with her harness on the sofa. So that all will get packed in right before we leave. And I think that is about it. So we do bring along the purified drinking water to, make sure that we have bottled water for their water bottles. So that is in the RV already. And I think that pretty much sums up what we will be bringing for Stassi and Harper on our Walt Disney World trip. So I will be vlogging that trip, so stay tuned for that. And this will be the last video that you will see for a little while, so don't go anywhere. But just know that, we will be on vacation and I will be vlogging that, so you won't see a whole lot of content, or you won't see any content for a little while we are away. But we will get back to filming and sharing as soon as we get back, so don't go anywhere. Like always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys!